Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 44 of Darwell20's Stoneblock series, where we're producing infinity catalysts a little bit quickly. What is it, about one every 5 seconds, give or take? Provided that our silky dimension, once we complete all the things, we're gonna have to move that thing, right? But other than that, not bad. Not too shabby. So over here, right, we've got our silky dim. You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. Surprisingly, a little bit low on power still, but not too bad. If I wanted to, I could get it going. So last episode we set up the void or the mining of this dimension, right? So we've got silky dim up and running. It is populated entirely of silky jewel blocks, which are worth a little bit of EMC, a little bit of EMC, and you know, we've got it importing into the refined storage system, and then we're dumping them as fast as we can into this thing, which is then just converting them directly into infinity catalysts. So that's pretty cool, right? So at this point, have we even made an infinity ingot yet? I don't even know. But we're going to, because we're at the point where we should be able to. How are you doing, by the way? You have filled up, sir. Okay. That's cool. Let's get some of you. Let's make sure that you know how to make these, right? So that I can do that. When in doubt, make sure we're good. Cool. So now everybody's going to behave themselves again. Neat. Man, this infinity catalyst is interesting. It kind of... See what it's doing to the word inventory there? It's cool. It's cool. Having fun. All right, so Albericia, right? We've got some pretty good stuff going on here, right? We've got the infinity catalysts. We've got the neutronium ingots. That means that we should be able to craft ourselves the infinity ingot. Provided we have crystal matrix ingots, which do have an EMC value. I thought for some reason they don't, but apparently they do. So that's good to know. So now we should be able to make our very first infinity ingot, which is cool. I don't know that we've made one of those yet, but, you know, now we have. Huzzah! Ha! Confirmed we have not made one yet because we just completed the quest for it. So that cleans up these two quests right here, right? Which is kind of what we were going towards. So that is upgrade speeds and viaducts, long-range viaducts. Sweet. The next quest that we have to get into would be Infinity Armor. Now that requires Draconic Armor. Okay, so let's see what's involved here, because I do want to get into Infinity Armor in this mod pack, because, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've killed the Chaos Dragon here yet, right? So again, our goal with Project E is to get the Transmutation Tablet, which is the item that we can carry around, right? And that's, clearly we have a lot of things to get, like the Infinity Ingot we have to get, the Gaia Spirit Ingots, right? Ender Stars and all that good stuff, right? And that'll get us a Transmutation Tablet. So probably at this point, we should actually be able to do this. We have more than enough Infinity Ingots to get this going, which is cool. We have energy. Actually, we may be able to do this at this point. I think the only thing left to do would be Gaia Spirit Ingots, right? I think that is true. Now, you, sir. I want to borrow you for a sec, because I want to put you here. Thank you. Good. Just want to make sure that you knew how to make tablets and all that good stuff. I think we're actually a little bit low. Could I, like, do... Hey, there we go. Now we have plenty of EMC. We have plenty of EMC now. These packs are fun when you're just playing with silly large numbers, right? Like, it's just hilarious how funny it can be. All right, so with this all taken care of, let's also check on, speaking of my personal shrinking device, it might not be a bad idea to just check. 25 million? Yeah! Hey, this is working just great. we're about to fill up our tier 7 energy core, which is cool. All right, just wanted to validate that that was still working. So in order to get our tablet, we are actually at a point where we might be able to do this, right? Which would be cool. The only thing left to get is the Gaia Spirit Ingots, right? So we have to kill the Gaia Guardian. So I think that's something we could get going this episode, right? Because Terra Steel, which we have some of, has an EMC value, right? Good. So you've got that, right? Now, how about Gaia Spirits? Do they have an EMC value? They don't. So we definitely have to kill the Gaia Guardian, right? So what we're going to have to do, let's do that this episode, right? Let's get into Britannia, kill the Gaia Guardian, get the Gaia Spirit Ingots that we need, and that might get us to the point where we can make the Project E tablet. And then we'll look into some of the other things that we want to get, which could be fun and interesting and cool, right? So with that said, right, I think we need the Terra Steel Ingot. It's been a while since I fought the Gaia Guardian, but we're going to try it out with this crazy, silly Skullfire Sword, right? Which does 999 attack damage. I think, I'm almost sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Vasky designed the Gaia Guardian such that there's a limit to the amount of damage it can receive in one hit. So I don't think I'll be able to one-shot the Gaia Guardian. I don't think. But we'll figure it out. Right? We'll find out what the deal is with the Gaia Guardian. So with that said, let's get our Britannia, our Lexica Britannia, so that we can figure out what's up with Gaia Guardianing, right? And we want to drop this dude into the old portal. Boom. Thank you. Psst, where'd the guy, what happened there? Oh, I bet I know what happened. If I'm right about what happened... Maybe? I'm wondering if it got picked up by the farm. Or it didn't. Okay, that was interesting, right? Am I crazy there, or did something weird just happen? Better. Alright, so, Ritual of the Gaia. An active beacon with some Gaia pylons, read on. One level above the beacon as the altar. Right. So we need some of those. We need some ender pearls and some elementium. Right? So we're going to need some of you. We're going to need some ender pearl. Actually, oh good, we have some of these guys. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna need how many pylons? I want to say it's 4, right? Been a little while since I played with this. So we're gonna want some diamonds. How are you guys in terms of stuff and things? Not too bad. Okay, and then you get turned into this, and we're gonna want the 4 of those things. Perfect. All right. We're also going to need a relatively large area, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what we want. We want an active beacon. So let's get a beacon, if we can. And some blocks of iron. Cool. And then we're going to want the large area. So for that, we're going to want our destruction gadget. Where should we set this up? What do you guys think? Should we do it here, or should we do it, like, in another dimension? Maybe another dimension wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Also, part of me would like to have like a nice ranged weapon, but I don't know. Should we get better armor first? Let's do that. Let's get better armor too, so that we'll be relatively not too worried and concerned about the Gaia Guardian fight. Because, you know, we've done the Gaia Guardian fight plenty of times. We know the deal, right? We know how this thing works. We know what we're in for. So let's make sure that we're good for that. So we've got like our armor here. Let's get some draconic stuff, shall we? So over here, right, let's get awakened armor if we can. So refresh our memories, but we should have the ability to make, right? So what in here has an EMC value? Do wyvern cores have an EMC value? I guess not. So let's get like 10 of you and 10 of you. Missing gold? There is no way we're missing gold. We have a gold chicken, don't we? Why do we only have 15 ingots of gold when over here we clearly have several stacks of gold? We have an iron chicken, we have a tin chicken. That's the gold chicken, right? Yeah, he's cooking. He's doing his job. What's this? What is going on here? Am I seeing things? Am I, like, imagining what I just saw, or am I crazy? Okay. So that was cool. Not entirely sure what that was all about, but... So we're going to want one of you, one of you, one of you, and one of you. All right, and then we can do that. We can do this, this, and that. Cool. And now we want to upgrade them to Draconic tier. So that needs Draconic tier crafting, which shouldn't be too big of a deal because I think we've got that already, right? Yeah, we've got Draconic fusion injectors. Cool. So to make these, we're basically going to want an awakened core, a Draconic energy core. Okay. Which I don't think I've got programmed in here. So awakened is that. And Draconic Energy Core is that, right? And none of these things have an EMC value, realistically. Not even Draconium has an EMC value. Which is funny, because I thought it did in this pack, but... I don't know. Been playing so many packs with Project E in them lately that it's been a little bit hard to tell what has what. But that's cool. So we've got this going. So let's... what do we want to do? Do we want to program it how to make these awakened cores? I feel like that's not a bad idea. Should we set up automation for crafting with fusion? I feel like it should. Are you guys set to single item mode? You are. Cool. Let's also... change tool config profile. Change armor config profile. Tool and armor GUI. This is usually what I set it to. I like my scales to be around 50%. Fade out 100%. Cool. So that it looks kind of like that. Much better. So let's do a little bit of automation crafting. So we're going to want probably a crate. Right? You guys are all in single item mode. I don't think we're going to have a lot of automation crafting that we need to do, especially because, you know, the Wyvern cores are just crafting recipes in this pack, which I think is the default, right? But to get awakened, we need this. So we need 4 Wyvern. I think we can do this over here, right? If I can program you. Processing. Boom. All right, so what I should do is say 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should be able to do that. Nice. I love that UI. And then 5 awakened, right? And that's the pattern for that. And then if I want this thing, that's just... Oh, that's not bad. So I can teach you, no problem. And you're just going to go straight into there. Nice. So then over here... let's get... Should we do this with item ducts? That's usually how I... Or item conduits? That's usually how I do it. So, like, we'll stick with that plan. Cool. And I should have my Yeta wrench in here. And we'll get this set up lickety-split. Cool. Okay, so that should be good, right? And then what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll be insert on green. And do we want a filter? I don't think so. We might want a filter. Yeah, let's get a filter. From Ender.io. The basic item filter should be sufficient. And what we'll do is we'll put the basic item filter in here, and that's going to be another star for now. And it will be a whitelist, and that will make you priority 10. Cool. So that nether stars go in first. Okay. And then Enderio conduit doohickeys. Where's that conduit probe thing? There you are. Well, let's set this to insert on green. So copied, pasted, pasted. And we'll do the extract on brown thing in a sec here. Pasted, pasted, pasted. That all looks good to me. And I'm thinking I might want to filter these guys as well, now that I'm thinking about it. So we'll set them up. So I'm going to want one of these and one of these for the filters, right? So we want 4... Oh, bad example. Less bad example, but yes, this is what I'm looking for. So 4 wyverns and 5 awakens, right? So you, on the insert, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that look good? I like it. And I'm thinking almost, let's try this without single item mode, because for now, we're only crafting one thing automatically over here, right? So if I turn off single item mode on all these guys, that's interesting. That tooltip is being a little bit mistaken about. I don't know what's up with that tooltip on the bottom, but I had to click it multiple times to get it to work. All right, so that's cool. So you won't be in single item mode, and then you're going to extract on brown. Cool. Let's get an interface here. Ready to import. Let's clear you out. Let's get rid of this stuff. So the crafting crate can kind of sit wherever, like maybe in the corner here. I like that. Cool. So you will be extract on green, always active. You are extracted. I always active my brown extract. I did now. Cool. And then the only other thing we're going to need is some other stuff. So that looks good to me. Crafter. Cool. And then what I'll do is put our interface right here, and this guy on the south side will be insert on brown. Does that look good? I like that. I like that a lot. And I think we're close enough to some kind of wiring it somewhere, right? Isn't there some wiring over here? If not, I could always set up like a... I have no idea where I am relative to wiring. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quick network setup. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we have a bunch of network cards and stuff, so that's cool. Let's put this away for a minute. Let's put you and you away. We'll put these things away, and we'll do 1, 2. Didn't I teach you a bunch of throw a bunch of network cards in there? I must not have. So our receiver can just go right here with that clicked. Transmitter, you're online. You notice I'm just totally ignoring the Frienderman now. All right, cool. So with that all covered now, we should be good. Okay, so I'm not going to do any kind of blocking mode with you like I did in Modern Skyblock, because I want this thing to just constantly produce these as much as I want. So if I throw this in here now, we should be able to make an awakened core, right? So if I do that, what should happen is everything should go where it belongs. Oh, right, we do want single item mode, don't we? Right, because of that. Right. Unless I can tell you on the up to extract round robin. But you, and I want a speed downgrade, right? So check this out. This might actually work with an extract speed downgrade, right? Because by default it extracts 4 items at a time. But with this, it extracts 1 item at a time, and it'll do a round robin. Cool. So let's try that. If I take you out and you out and you out and put them back in here, this might round robin. Look at that. Look at that, right? How cool is that idea? I like it. And then we just need a Redstone Conduit. And so on the up, you will output green. With the strong signal. And let's just grab a timer of some kind. Sure. That sounds like a good timer as any. Let's just see. This I want to be a 20 tick delay, so basically every second. And your input color will be green. Hello! Auto crafting. I'm going to call that functional. So theoretically, that should work, right? Especially because we did round robin. So now if I have awakened, you're cool. Nice. All right, cool. So now if I want 10 of these, we are missing some Draconium ingots. Look at that. I thought we had a lot of Draconium. Didn't we have a lot of Draconium? We have a lot of Draconium essence. That's right. Are there Draconian chickens? There are Draconian chickens. What do you produce? You produce nuggets. Should I breed them? Or should I just do... For now, what I think I'll do is that. Because, I mean, we have a lot of the essence, right? So if I do that... Oh, you put the small storage crate there. I can't shift click anymore. Womp womp. But now we should be able to do like 4 more of these, right? And what we should find is that it will round robin appropriately. So it's doing all the Wyvern cores first, and then it's going to do the Draconium, the Awakened Draconiums next. And that's cool. I like it. I like it. All right. So it's a little bit different design than I used in Modern Skyblock for my auto crafting with this stuff, right? So I think that's cool. All right, let's come back. You know what I can do? Ta-da! Okay, so now for you guys, we need 4 of these. Cool. And then 8 awakened. Do you know how to craft these? No, you don't. Okay, cool. Good to know. Just checking. So what we'll want to do is this, 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 and this. And we'll get to crafting these, and we'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, up and running with some awakened Draconium armor. Woohoo! So pretty fancy amount of power going on there. We could boost these things, but I don't think it's necessary at this point. I might, you know, throw some upgrades on them off camera at some point. But at this point, I'm not super concerned. And frankly, this thing gives me flight, right? So I don't really need my angel ring anymore, right? And I always have, like, the flight speed modifiers and stuff if I want to mess with them, right? So if I want to boost it, you know, and boost on sprint on. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Boost on sprint. I love it. I love boost on sprint. That's the way I love to operate. All right, cool. I mean, it's almost too fast. It's almost too fast, which is cool. I like it. Neat. Draconic legs, speed modifier, boost on sprint. You know, I could always boost that up and boost on sprint on. Not bad, not bad. Maybe I'll make my speed modifier 100%. Enderman, please. Alright, so who's ready to get an area ready to fight the Gaia Guardian now, right? So, Gaia Guardian fight, usually not like super destructive, if I'm not mistaken. So I think what I'll do is set up an area. How does this look? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That looks pretty cool. What I'm gonna do is left 8, right 8, up 10, down 1. Does this look like a sufficient area? I feel like it does. Yeah, I like this. Now my Feral Flare Lantern is where? Yeah, it's there. Okay, so you're in this chunk. Right, so you should light this chunk and this one with Feral Flare. So this whole room should fill up. And if I really want to, I can do that to fill it up a little bit faster, because the watch should affect the Feral Flare Lantern and cause it to tick more quickly. So that's neat. All right, so this whole room should fill up with light sources, and that should be good. All right, so this will be my Gaia Guardian room, right? And what I'm going to do is get this ready. All right, so let's see if we can figure this out. So Ritual of Gaia, I want to visualize you right about here, right? So that should tell us exactly where these things need to go. Now, hopefully, we don't have too much of a problem getting this going. Right? That should be cool. And I'm curious to see, A, if this room's big enough. Because remember, the Gaia Guardian needs a decent amount of space to fight within. And if there's not enough space nearby, the Gaia Guardian complains and says, no, I'm not fighting you because I am picky like that. As hard as you try, the beacon will accept you. Believe the ritual grounds might be improper. Yeah, so you need to be a little bit larger area. Man, how much bigger do you need to be, Chief? Alright, so stone, let's pick you guys up. So what if we bumped you out? I don't know exactly what the range needs to be for this thing to be happy. Because he definitely doesn't like being trapped in a little room. So let's bump your depth out to... How about 5 more? Actually, undo that. Yeah, depth was supposed to be 5, not down. Now we're cooking, right? So with that, cool. So then you guy should be a depth of 2. And then left is 5. Actually, right 8 should be fine. I guess it's 4. Oh, right, 4. Left 4. So what do you think about this area now? Actually, hey, what happened to you? Oh, right. That should also be 4, I guess. Because left, right, yes. Things switched. So here... Also, why are you such a funky color? Let's make you like a color that's easier to see. So this room is now 21 across and 22 deep. I guess what I'll do is make it 23 deep. And depth of 1. So that's 22. So we're going to want this to be 23. Right? And then you guys also, boom, and boom. So then your left will be 4. Hey, I'm saying shift right click. Does that look good? I think so. Alright, so now that is a 23 by 23 area, right? And I should be able to now, let's line up you. That looks like the center of the room to me, right? Cool. Boom. That looks good to me too. So now we should be able to do this with these guys. Visualizing multi-blocks is literally the best. Second only to auto-placing multi-block structures for you. That is cool. All right. So what are the chances this area is big enough? Oh, come on. Obstructions. Well, I guess we have we're actually really close. I think we just have to be 1 block deeper in each direction. I think that's what it's telling me. So let's do this. I'm going to fix this between episodes because we are getting close to the wrapping up point here. And next episode, we'll fight the Gaia Guardian. Does that sound fair to you guys? So what we'll do is I'll clean this up, and then next episode, we'll be Ready Fighter. I think that sounds like a good plan. For now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and do the Gaia fight, and that should be cool. Okay? For now, guys, take it easy.